watching Dante Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Shawn Porter has just revealed that he's been offered to fight Terence Crawford next by Bob Arum, but he's been offered $1 million. Now, clearly, Shawn Porter, he turned that down and said it's a lowball offer. Matter of fact, let me just quote him first and then I'm gonna give you my take. He says, "I'm not taking $1 million. I've done the best I could in sending a message to Bob Arum, and I also know people that know Bob. I told them, tell Mr. Arum, I don't mean any disrespect, and I know he doesn't. If you're gonna lowball me, then don't do it. If you feel that's how you get out of fighting me, that's weak. Don't do it. However, if you wanna make the fight happen, don't lowball me. I'm worth more than $1 million. F $1 million. I'm gonna keep it clean as possible, but I'm not fighting Terence Crawford for $1 million. If that's all Top Rank is offering Porter is $1 million for a fight against Crawford, it's clear that he's on his way out of the door with the promotional company." End quote. Okay, guys, so after that part right there, then Porter, he says, next year, he will still be fighting Terence Crawford though, as long as the money is right. Now, listen, there's no doubt about it. Shawn Porter is absolutely right. Of course, that's a lowball offer when you think about the fact that Kell Brook made $2 million. Now, I'm hoping that they're just starting the number low. I'm hoping that's the case, because if they really are solid and they're firm on this $1 million, then that means they don't want the fight. For sure, that means they don't want the fight if they're not willing to give Shawn Porter the same amount that they gave Kell Brook, which is $2 million. $2 million is exactly what Porter made against Spence. And once again, that's what Kell Brook made against Crawford. They originally offered him 1.5, and then Kell Brook asked for $2 million. They gave it to him. So there would be no reason for them to not do the same thing when it comes to when it comes to Shawn Porter. I mean, it's only common sense that this is a way bigger fight than the Kell Brook fight was. It's common sense that this is a far more dangerous fight for Terence Crawford than a Kell Brook fight was, at least on paper. Because of Kell Brook's situation, he was somewhat of a heavy underdog in that fight. Porter versus Spence, or Spence versus Porter, is a 50-50 fight. I mean, you could say 50-50, you could say 60-40 in favor of Crawford, which I know obviously people are going to most likely lean towards Crawford to win the fight. But my point is, it's a very, very competitive fight compared to what the Kell Brook fight was on paper. And I always say on paper because Kell Brook, he was actually really impressive. He looked the same way he looked when he fought against Errol Spence. You know, he came out really fast. He was actually outboxing Terence Crawford. But Crawford is a master at adjusting and beating fighters at their own game. And that's exactly what he did against Kell Brook. Once Terence Crawford processed all the data, he ended up knocking out Kell Brook with a perfect, beautiful counter hook that Kell Brook never seen. Do you guys remember when Lomachenko was negotiating with Teofimo Lopez? And there was a little bit of a roadblock. Of course, it was with the money. T.O.'s side, they felt that they weren't getting paid enough for the fight. And because of that, there was a chance that the fight wouldn't happen. So what did Lomachenko do? He decided to take money out of his own purse and basically give it to Teofimo just so the fight could be made. That showed how bad Lomachenko actually wanted the Teofimo Lopez fight and how much confidence he had of winning, because of course he didn't want a rematch clause. He was offered one, but he rejected it, right? So when it comes to Terence Crawford, there's so many ways to make this fight happen. There's no way this fight should not happen unless Terence Crawford is going to be fighting against a Manny Pacquiao or Errol Spence next. This is the fight that Terence Crawford needs to take, and this is the fight that he needs to win in an impressive fashion if he wants a better split when it comes to the Errol Spence fight. So if he decides not to fight Porter at all, and he's not going to fight Keith Thurman, and he's not going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight, then he might as well just submit to whatever it is that Errol Spence is asking for in the future when it comes to that split. Now, me personally, I'm optimistic. I truly believe that this probably is just a lowball offer, and they're going to go ahead and bump it up just like they did in the Kell Brook situation. It only makes sense. There would be no reason at all for them to give Kell Brook $2 million and not be willing to give Shawn Porter the same thing. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Listen, I'm telling you guys right now, in the world that we live in today, one of the most important things in life to have is a good lawyer. And I can vouch for this one right here, because this brother is my personal lawyer. So if you need any type of legal representation, if you need legal advice, if you're having problems on YouTube, on your regular job, or whatever it is, contact lawyer, mediator, and business consultant Issa Israel's law firm. I've been knowing this man for a while, and he has been a true blessing to me. I'm telling you, he's affordable, he will work with you, but most importantly, he's not gonna just treat you like a customer. He will have your best interest. So to get in contact with him, go to iilawfirm.com or consultsglobal.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com. Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So if you want to get this hookup for my brothers out there in the UK and Europe, make sure you check out the Scalp This on Instagram. And for my brothers out there in the States, make sure you go ahead and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.